Guys, oh my God, the Bermuda Triangle. Just saying it gives me chills. It's like this giant, mysterious void in the ocean where things go in but never come out. Planes, ships, people, gone. Like, what the actual hell? It's been freaking people out for decades, and the more you dig into it, the weirder it gets. Seriously, some of the stories about this place will make you question everything. What really happened to those who dared to enter the triangle? Did they just vanish into thin air? Are we talking aliens, time warps, government conspiracies? Okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but seriously, Aita, what really happened there? Okay, so picture this. December 5th, 1945. It's a typical day in Florida. The sun is shining and the air is filled with the hum of aircraft engines. The US Navy is conducting routine training missions and everything seems perfectly normal. 5 US Navy bombers, known as Flight 19, take off from Florida on a routine training mission. These planes, TBM Avengers, are sturdy and reliable, piloted by experienced men. They are supposed to follow a triangular flight path and return to base in just a few hours. Everything seems normal, right? Wrong. Shortly after takeoff, things start to go awry. The weather, initially clear, begins to change unexpectedly. A little while into the flight, things start getting really strange. The pilots notice that their compasses are malfunctioning. They can't seem to get a proper reading and their sense of direction is completely thrown off. The pilots report their compasses are going haywire, they're completely disoriented and they can't figure out which way is up or down. The lead pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, radios in that they are lost and can't determine their position. Imagine being lost in the middle of the ocean with no way to tell where you are. Terrifying, right? And it gets worse. The vast expanse of water below offers no clues, and the sky above is becoming increasingly ominous. The radio transmissions from the pilots are garbled and panicked. They try to communicate their position and situation, but the messages are filled with static and confusion. They're talking about the ocean looking different, the sky turning white, and the horizon being strange. It's as if they've entered a completely different world, one that defies all logic and understanding. Like, what does that even mean? The descriptions are baffling and only add to the mystery. The pilots are experienced, yet they sound utterly bewildered by what they're witnessing. It's like they flew into another dimension or something. And then silence. The radio transmissions abruptly stop and all contact with Flight 19 is lost. Flight 19, along with its 14 crew members, vanished without a trace. The disappearance is so sudden and complete that it leaves everyone stunned and searching for answers. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, but they found absolutely nothing. Ships and planes scoured the area for days, hoping to find any sign of the missing aircraft. No wreckage, no debris, no bodies, no explanation. The ocean seemed to have swallowed them whole, leaving no clues behind. It's like they just disappeared into thin air. The mystery of Flight 19 remains one of the most baffling and chilling aviation disappearances in history, sparking countless theories and speculations over the years. This story takes us back to 1918. The USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, set sail from Barbados with 309 people on board. It was carrying a huge load of manganese ore, which is used to make steel. The Cyclops is supposed to be heading to Baltimore, but it never arrives. It just disappears. No distress signals, no wreckage, nothing. It's like the ocean just swallowed it whole. The Cyclops remains the single largest loss of life in the history of the US Navy that wasn't a result of combat. Theories about its disappearance range from rogue waves to German U-boats to, you guessed it, paranormal activity. Some people even believe the Cyclops was cursed because of its cargo, which was rumored to have come from a haunted mine. Whatever happened, the disappearance of the USS Cyclops remains one of the most baffling maritime mysteries of all time. Fast forward to 1948. The world is still recovering from the aftermath of World War II, and commercial aviation is beginning to flourish. The skies are filled with the promise of new adventures and the hope of connecting distant lands. A British South American Airways plane, the Star Tiger, takes off from the Azores, heading for Bermuda. This journey is part of a routine flight path, one that has been successfully completed many times before. On board are 31 passengers and crew, excited to reach their destination. Among them are businessmen, families and seasoned crew members, all looking forward to the warm embrace of Bermuda's shores. The flight seems to be going smoothly, with the pilots making routine radio contact. The crew is confident, the passengers are relaxed, and the aircraft is performing as expected. But then, as the Star Tiger approaches Bermuda, it vanishes from radar. One moment it's there, a blip on the screen, and the next it's gone without a trace. Just like that, gone. The vast expanse of the ocean offers no clues, no hints of what might have happened, no mayday calls, no signs of trouble, just silence. The eerie quiet is deafening, leaving everyone involved in a state of shock and confusion. Search parties scoured the area for any sign of the plane, but they found nothing. Days turned into weeks, and the hope of finding survivors dwindled with each passing moment. The disappearance of the Star Tiger sent shockwaves through the aviation world. Experts and enthusiasts alike were baffled, and the incident became a topic of intense discussion and speculation. It was a modern aircraft with experienced pilots, and the weather was clear. So what happened? How could a plane simply vanish without a trace in such ideal conditions? Some speculate that the plane suffered a catastrophic mechanical failure, a sudden and unforeseen event that left no time for the crew to react, while others believe it could have been a case of pilot error, a momentary lapse in judgment, or a miscalculation that led to disaster. But of course there are those who point to the Bermuda Triangle, an area infamous for mysterious disappearances and unexplained phenomena, whispering about supernatural forces and unexplained phenomena. Could it be that the Star Tiger fell victim to the enigmatic powers of this notorious region? The truth remains elusive, shrouded in mystery and speculation. In 1963, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a T-2 tanker carrying molten sulfur, set sail from Texas bound for Virginia. The ship has a crew of 39 men, all experienced seamen, but just a few days into the voyage, something goes terribly wrong. The Sulphur Queen disappears without a trace, no distress signals, no wreckage, no survivors. The Coast Guard launches a massive search and rescue operation, but they find only a few pieces of debris, including a life jacket and a piece of wood with marine sulfur painted on it. Theories about the ship's disappearance range from a boiler explosion to a structural failure to a possible encounter with a rogue wave. But the lack of any concrete evidence has only fueled speculation about the Bermuda Triangle's influence. Was the Sulphur Queen another victim of the mysterious forces at play in this infamous stretch of ocean? It's December 1967. And a man named Burrock Wall decides to take his friend, Patrick Horgan, out for a leisurely cruise on his cabin cruiser, the Witchcraft. The Witchcraft, a well-maintained and sturdy vessel, was known for its reliability and had been on many successful voyages before. Wall, a seasoned sailor with years of experience, was confident that this trip would be no different. They set off from Miami, planning to enjoy the beautiful Florida waters and see the city lights from afar. The night was clear, the waters calm, and the city lights twinkled like stars on the horizon. It was the perfect setting for a peaceful evening on the water. Wall, an experienced sailor, radios the Coast Guard to report that he's struck something, possibly a submerged object. His voice is calm and collected, indicating that he believes the situation is under control. He provides the Coast Guard with his exact coordinates, ensuring that help can find them quickly. He gives them his exact location and says he needs assistance, but assures them there's no immediate danger. Wall's confidence in handling the situation is evident, and he reassures the Coast Guard that they are not in any immediate peril. The Coast Guard dispatches a cutter to the scene, but when they arrive just 19 minutes later, the Witchcraft is gone. Vanished without a trace. The cutter crew is baffled. There is no sign of the boat or the two men. The calm waters show no evidence of a recent disturbance. Despite an extensive search, no sign of the boat or the two men is ever found. The Coast Guard expands their search area, scouring the surrounding waters for any clue, but the Witchcraft and its passengers have seemingly disappeared into thin air. What makes this case even stranger is that the Witchcraft was found to be in perfect working order before the trip, and Wall was known as a skilled and cautious sailor. Friends and family of both men are shocked and puzzled by the sudden disappearance. So, what happened? Theories abound, but none provide a definitive answer. The mystery deepens as more questions arise. Did the Witchcraft sink rapidly after Wall's call? If so, why was there no debris or any sign of the wreckage? The lack of evidence leaves investigators scratching their heads. Was there a sudden and catastrophic event that overwhelmed the boat, perhaps a rogue wave or an unexpected storm? Yet, The weather reports from that night show no signs of such occurrences. Or could this be another case of the Bermuda Triangle's mysterious power? The area has long been associated with unexplained disappearances, and the witchcraft's vanishing adds another layer to the enigma. The fate of Burrock Wall, Patrick Horgan, and the witchcraft remains one of the sea's most enduring mysteries. From vanishing planes to disappearing ships, the Bermuda Triangle continues to baffle and intrigue us. The stories we've explored today are just a glimpse into the countless mysteries that surround this infamous stretch of ocean. What really happened to these vessels and the people on board? Were they victims of freak accidents, natural phenomena, human error, or something far more sinister and unexplained? The truth, like the depths of the Bermuda Triangle itself, remains shrouded in mystery. What do you guys think happened? Let me know your theories in the comments below, because this is seriously messing with my mind. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more creepy mysteries and conspiracy theories. Stay curious, but stay safe out there.